Rowdy Retro Reviewer here, bringing to you another groovy review. And this time, I'm sharing my thoughts on Stray Out of Nowhere Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog, which I just finished watching just a few minutes ago. And man, oh man, did I enjoy this! And yes, I know this film came out in 2021. And yes, I am very late to review this film. But hey, better late than never to talk about it, since pretty sure every single person on YouTube has talked about this. Cyberspark, JB and Millie, you name it. Now, what is this film about, in case you guys never seen this? Well, here's the description. An original animated feature so exciting it's scratching at the door. Comedy is unleashed when Scooby, your favorite mystery-solving mutt, teams up for the first time with Courage the Cowardly Dog. The canine collie sniff a strange object in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. The backward hometown of Courage the Cowardly Dog and his owners, Muriel and Eustace Bag. Sorry that I stuttered for a little bit. Soon, the mysterious discovery puts them on the trail of a giant cicada monster, who and her wacky-winged warriors, Fred, Velma, Daphne, and Shaggy, know that this job is too big for a fly swatter. No kidding about that. They'll need help from the doggy duo to piece together a puzzle. The puzzle. Can Scooby and Courage overcome their jitters and defeat the insect army before the whole world bugs out? Literally. Try not to get scared. We double dog dare ya. Okay, that's actually a good one. So that's actually the basic plot of the film. It's actually a good tribute to the original Courage the Cowardly Dog TV show. And it's good to see this type of crossover happen with Scooby-Doo and the gang. I mean, I'm sure, don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed some of the other crossover episodes and movies. Whether it's Scooby-Doo and Crypto 2, the new Scooby-Doo movies, Scooby-Doo Team Up, you pretty much get the drill by now. And it's kind of, we don't see too many Scooby-Doo Cartoon Network crossovers. I mean, sure, there was Johnny Bravo and Scooby-Doo called Bravo Dooby-Doo. The characters from Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School appeared in an episode of OKKO called Monster Party. And we did see a lot of Warner Bros. Animated characters appear in the Teen Titans Go episode, where they celebrated the 100th anniversary of Warner Brothers. But that's besides the point. It has a lot of good laughs, great animation, fantastic characters if you're like a fan of both Scooby-Doo and Courage the Cowardly Dog, like me. Okay, mostly Scooby-Doo and Hanna-Barbera in general, but that's besides the point, you know. I will admit, it does have a lot of cool Easter eggs to a lot of past Courage the Cowardly Dog adventures that I could probably name off right now, but I would be here all day. So tell you what, check out this film and try to spot as many Easter eggs as you can. I gotta admit, having the Cicada Queen and her army of cicada bugs being the main villains is pretty unique. And I'm not gonna spoil who the culprit is, because I don't want to mess up again like I did before when I reviewed one of the Austin Powers movies and when I shared my thoughts on the Five Nights at Freddy's movie a while back. You know, we don't have too many Courage the Cowardly Dog related crossovers, considering how many people knew about the character. But just imagine if Courage the Cowardly Dog had teamed up with other Hanna-Barbera characters at some point. Or maybe even a few DC characters as well. Like possibly Batman, for example. Or Looney Tunes. And I know some of you might know this, but in case you don't, the premise for this movie was originally going to be an episode of Scooby-Doo and Guess Who, which does seem pretty clever when you think about it. Having the premise for the film be an episode of Scooby-Doo and Guess Who, I can almost see that happening. But to be fair, having this become like a direct-to-video film does seem like a much better idea, to be honest. And this is actually the last time that Thea White gets to voice her character Muriel Bag, who sadly died around July of 2021, just 2 months before the film was actually released. Too bad I didn't get a chance to meet her. Oh no, I did mention this over on JB and Millie's channel, that I did get a chance to meet Marty Grabstein, who was the voice of Courage the Cowardly Dog. And I even did my Scooby-Doo voice in front of him. And let me just tell you, he was pretty impressed that I got a chance to do my Scooby-Doo voice. Man, I kind of wish I filmed it, but this was before I had my own phone, so you guys just gotta take my word for it. And Marty Grabstein, voice of Courage the Cowardly Dog, if you're watching this video right now, you are the best. And I'm glad you still did good, and I'm glad you managed to reprise your role as Courage the Cowardly Dog for this film, because I can't imagine anyone else but you to voice Courage in this film. Maybe there might be someone who can try to do the Courage the Cowardly Dog voice, but still, no one. I think you will still be the greatest guy ever who can still voice Courage the Cowardly Dog. Just like how you did when you first voiced him in the original TV show. Pretty neat. And I'm glad you got a chance to reprise your role in this film. So I would give this movie an A quadruple plus. And I think Valsky Boom, who also talked about this film, kind of said it almost feels more like a Courage the Cowardly Dog film. Which I guess that's probably true, I guess. But you know what? I'm not gonna let that bother me. And this is just a random note, but it would be pretty neat if we saw Scooby-Doo team up with other Cartoon Network characters. Like maybe Juniper Lee, The Secret Saturdays, or even Ben 10. Maybe as their own separate movies, TV shows, or maybe even a comic book series. Tell you what, if DC Comics ever starts to revive Scooby-Doo team-up someday, they can still have different Hanna-Barbera and DC characters show up in the comic book series, but maybe, just maybe they can even include a few Cartoon Network characters in it. Like the aforementioned Juniper Lee, Secret Saturdays, or Ben 10, for example. And who knows? Maybe by the time by the time you're seeing this, maybe Scooby-Doo Team Up is getting revived right now. But But you know what? We'll just wait and see what happens as soon as Warner Brothers fires David Zaslav, the worst CEO ever. But anyways, I'm getting off track and this review is getting way too long as it already is. So that was my thoughts on Straight Outta Nowhere Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. The best cartoon crossover ever since any other Scooby-Doo crossover that's came out before and after this film. So thank you so much for watching this review, and let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of this film. And do you guys also think Scooby-Doo Team Up should get revived at some point? And will also feature different Cartoon Network characters in it? I mean, they should. Doesn't hurt to try. Anyways, see you later, guys, and stay groovy.